Okay, so now it's January 1st of 2025. Alright, converting over my fog dome video, an introduction to exposure, part 2 of what I'm working on here when it relates to quote-unquote fog. But before we get into exposure, obviously I have things I have to do, but I thought I'd use this as the first part to just give a heads up to, you know, what's going on with my channel here. So we're still sitting at 994 subscribers. Don't be surprised. It's been like that for years, right? Well, BitChute always stays at 62 subscribers. All right, we talked about that in the video that's being converted. Here we've got, what is this? This is called the summary over the last 28 days. So the views are dropping, you can see, right? Every few days this number drops lower and lower as we've got the watch time hours dropping. Do you see? Where's my finger? There it is. Do you see? Right? Going lower and lower because my channel is being shadow banned. And whatever people were watching my videos before and who have dropped off to the side, to the curb, and said to hell with Judy and her nonsense. You know, a big waste of time, right? Can't learn nothing from her. I'm just saying. You know, they were probably some form of implant, in my opinion. You know, get off my internet, that good old GMOI team, just to do with the psychological warfare. You know, right? Because, you know, this is clearly a psychological warfare situation that's been going on YouTube for a long time, and this is just another tactic to, you know, F with your psyche, because, you know, it affects your self-esteem. Okay, that's right. Somebody is clearly trying to affect my self-esteem here by demoralizing anything when it relates to my channel and the various topics that are brought to the forefront over a period of years. It's being played off like it's insignificant, that it's unimportant, right? And this is just another means to reinforce that message, because I refuse to be YouTube's bitch. Now, speaking of that, what I've noticed is for these YouTubers like Latrice Allen, Canadian Prepper, other ones, right? Popular Report, that Riverside Homestead, anyone like that, where it's like they Raw Squad, in order to keep the viewers coming, where YouTube actually sends the viewers that way because they can redirect traffic. They do. That's just another means to shadow ban one channel and prop up another channel, right? You know what I'm saying? Those content creators have to be YouTube's bitch because they have to keep pumping out videos. It gets to the point where it becomes clickbait with some of these people, which on my last video that's converting over, I explained with Canadian Prepper, right? They have to keep the traffic coming to their channel because it's almost like they're required to make videos in order to keep with the traffic, right? Because, you know, as soon as they stop making videos, for the most part, depending on who they are, I would think, but it doesn't take long for them to bounce back. Once they start making 1 or 2 videos, the traffic comes right back, right? But much of what they say is insignificant, has no substance. It's just, I don't know, you know. And I'm not saying Canadian Prepper never has substance. Yes, he does, but you know, there's quite a few videos that's clickbait and self-serving. You know, in terms of he's either promoting his business, his emergency gear and all this other crap he wants you to buy, or, you know, it was just whatever. At one point in the past, when I was making a lot of videos, and my subscriber count went up to 1,004 to make it look like I was being successful with my videos, right? As, you know, I was getting more views, okay, more comments. But if I didn't keep up with it in terms of faking the funk and just pumping out those videos under that funk, by avoiding subjects of substance just to keep up with the funk so that I could become popular on YouTube, you know, have my master pat me on my head and saying, yes, now you're being a good girl, we'll reward you, we'll give you another subscriber and we'll let you keep them. I'm just saying, as soon as I drop the ball on being YouTube's bitch, well, what do you think happened? The numbers started dropping. Now it's the views, right? Some people have completely up and disappeared. Now maybe they heard something that I was said something and they didn't like it because they took it personal. You know how people can get. It's okay for them to say what I said when it affects them, but if I say it where it affects me, maybe not so much. You know, people can get sensitive with that. Or maybe some of them died. Who knows? Anything could have happened. The point is I do feel like my channel is being severely messed around with right now. And then when I'm getting emails with people wanting to promote my channel and want me to pay for it after everything I've been through on YouTube, as if I would allow that to happen and believe that it could happen. I mean, for all we know, this could be happening just so that YouTube could send out its other employees to contact me to promote fucking their YouTube channel, so they can make even more money as a corporation and say that they're employing people while they do it. Yeah, like, go away. They're already putting on freaking ads on my videos where they want, mostly from the ones in the back when things were much more innocent because all my children were still alive and I wasn't quite a targeted individual as I am today. So, you know, those are the YouTube family-friendly, slap on the video, fuck the bitch, right? Because you know I ain't getting paid for it because they would never allow me to monetize myself for any circumstances, whether I did it for personal reasons or whether I did it for the foundation, because they punked off the foundation a long time ago because it was represented too much power for the people. Yeah. And I've come to terms with that. But that doesn't mean I have to put my tail between my legs and not be a spokesperson for justice, okay? Just saying. So, I just wanted to point that out, like whatever YouTube staff and whatever they're thinking in terms of when they tweak my page and they shadow ban my comments or they do whatever the frick it is that they've been doing, you know what? It's nothing new under the sun when it comes to this corporation because they've been doing it for a very, 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 very long time. You can take it as far back as, well, maybe from the moment I moved into this house and the first energy weapon was documented. And if there's energy weapons in the province of British Columbia, Canada, you damn well know that the provincial government knows about it and is somehow involved. And that's what YouTube staff and their freaking CEOs don't like about what I say on my channel. So they got to do their little psychological warfare and make me feel insecure about myself, as if I'm a useless tit. Well, I'm not. I breastfed 5 children for 7.5 years. That in itself is a monumental feat, especially in this day and age, with everybody running it off, buying freaking formula, for crying out loud. and then complaining they can't find it in the grocery stores. Or it's too expensive. I'm just saying. Anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. I just wanted to, well, I'm not worried about it, period. This is just, what this does is it brings me back to the days of get off my internet when Uncle John was medically kidnapped. And yeah, I got stalked hardcore people. And from that point forward, like, yeah, we've got Shimei dead, Sierra dead, right? Right? Andre, well, he's still around, but whatever happened to him when 2013, because Uncle John was taken in 2015, right? We got Andre back in 2014, and just as we were healing as a family, coming together, rebuilding our lives, they went in for the kill and took John. And then they weren't satisfied with that. They had to silence Shimei, so they found a way to send some goon in to take her out, and that's exactly what happened, and cops covered it up. Yeah. What, people are getting tired of listening to that? Well, I hope for your sake, if you left for that reason, that it never happens to you. But, you know, there's a good probability that if it never happens to you, you're probably a participant in that type of an activity, in terms of you'd go along with it so that you could benefit financially, if that's what it took, right? So that doesn't say much about your character, so c'est la vie, goodbye, right? Yeah. Sooner or later, somebody's going to catch a clue, and they're going to start questioning their grit and in their houses. And then they're going to take it under a microscope to see if the damn shit's moving around with that nanotechnology. Don't be surprised, right? Spiders definitely like it, that's for sure. Okay. This is one of the outfits that I made in 2000 and, oh my God, I don't even remember, 2006, when I was doing my fashion shows and all that crap. Working on that non-profit, right? Promoting the goodwill, right? And I'm like, I have to wash them, right? But it's like I have no space, people. Anyway, before I get a chance to wash them all, I have to just put them off to the side, which I'm working on right now, right? Because I got the one fabric rack that hasn't been set up yet. I've got the other one in there with already these things being washed, but they're in the way, so I'm just going to hang them up. So in the meantime, I'm like, well, Judy, okay, all right, you can wash them up, put them on. This would fit me. I'm pretty sure this would fit me. Put it on. Right? It's a little dress. Put it on. With a nice low back. Look at that back. Beautiful back on it. The zipper. I made this, people. It's lined. It has lining in it. Yep. It has lining. I lined it. Oh, this is nice. It's a little mini dress. Right? I can put it on. Is what I'm thinking. And I'm like, oh, that's just too weird, Judy. I'll get the camera and talk about it. You know, life is so hard, right? Why not have some fun before you really exit out? Get back to my sexy days, you know. So I could put it on, right? Model it for you. Yeah. Put on some earrings, put on some lipstick, and put my hair in, you know, maybe, oh, I don't know. Just model it, just for fun. All right. I might do that. Why not? What else we got in here? Huh? I think there's a couple of them. There's a couple of things, and there's other pieces over there. So these ones I'm going to keep out, and I'm going to wash. Or maybe I'll model them before I wash them. There you go. I'll put them on as is now. I'll model them. And then I'll wash them. And then I'll hang them back up. And eventually put them online for sale. Yeah. Okay, so now I know there's a jacket over there, which probably fits something here. For what outfit, I don't know. Okay, so what's this? Maybe I'll model this one too. I have pictures. I paid dancers to model this stuff for me. This is a little vest. Right? And then we've got the underpieces that go with it. You can see. Alright, why not? This one I've already had a beautiful dancer model it for me, so I don't need to. But, right? And I don't know if this one would fit me. Okay, because some of them are for larger girls, right? And then we've got that, and then we've got the T-bar. Here's the little T-bar. It goes with it. See? Nice. Opens up. Not that I can see it. But it opens up. See? Girls like that. Right? Both sides. What is this? Oh, this looks like it has two bras. So things that I've been, you know, my stuff has been pillaged over the years. Right. There's a particular dress that a couple of them that I'm looking for. I'm so hoping they're in my closet. You don't even know. Because if they're not in my closet up here, then that means somebody went downstairs into the room and they stole them. Yeah. Tisha took an outfit. She loved it. She won a Halloween contest with it. Not last year, but the year before. And then one of her dancer friends wanted to borrow it. She lent it to the dancer friend. And it disappeared. Apparently the dancer's friend's boyfriend threw it out, but there's no way. No way. No. So this bra goes with another outfit. So whether I have all the pieces or not remains to be seen. Yeah, see, here's different T-bars. So that's two sets of under pieces. But I don't know where everything is. And then here's a little, what is this? A little collar. Yeah, a little choker. This is what that is. Right? But I kind of want to model that dress. So maybe I should look for some shoes. And what do you call that? Black fishnet stockings. Yeah. But I don't know if I can get to that. I have, but I don't. It's too hard to get into anything in my room. But that's what this year is about. Maybe that's a good way to start off. With a sense of humor. Yeah, it would be funny, me putting on that little dress and modeling it for you. And then my boyfriend, I kind of have a boyfriend. If he's seen that, oh, I'd never get his hands off me. Never. That would be funny. He'll show up at the door. He came the other day, right, when I was doing video. I mentioned it. I think I have a boyfriend. I kind of have a boyfriend, right? And I told him to come in, and I was up by my computer. He's pushing past shit, right? Because, you know, I got food that needs to be put away, and I'm pulling out, obviously, this kind of stuff, and You know, he goes, oh, you got like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff in here, and and I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm working on trying to, to figure out how to sell some of it. Anyway, the next time he comes by, if I have my act together, just for a joke, right? If I have my act together, I'll say, oh, okay, here, sit down for a minute. Just wait. Give me 10 minutes. And run off and put this on in a little dress, eh? Real fast, like a stripper. 5-minute dress, eh? Strippers only need 5 minutes to get ready to get dressed, right? Just whip it on and just nonchalantly just stroll out of, and go see where he's, go be where he's at. He'd be like looking and he'd be like, what the hell? What are you doing? I'll be like, well, I don't know. Come here, big boy. You bad big boy. Mama wants ya. That'd be funny. I'd never get rid of him. I tell him too. I'm like, I don't have time for a man. I'm too busy. Can't you see? Right? Now you know why. It's crazy. So anyway, I'm going to leave these ones out and look for other parts because I know there's a jacket over there and it probably goes with this or something. Oh no, there's 2 skirts there. See? 2 outfits. 1 skirt, another skirt, 3 sets of underpieces, a dress, and there's a jacket over there. So that would be 3 separate outfits. Now, I'm not going to model all 3. And they wouldn't all fit me anyway. But the dress I might, just for fun. Like I said, start off with a good laugh. Yeah, in terms of what I plan for this year. Right. It will be easier for me to sell my costumes and have no regrets. Okay? Because I've already used the fabric and I've made beautiful things with it. Like, that's a beautiful back. That's a nice low back. Like, that's what girls like. You could wear this to the bar. It doesn't have to be for a dancer. This could be like discotheque stuff. And I have no problem working on that and putting that online and selling it. But when it comes to my actual fabric, quote unquote, I don't know, people. That's where it's going to get hard. Because in my mind, I'm still sewing with it. And if I'm not sewing with it, I'm thinking about others in my household who could possibly at some point sew with it. Whether it's Andre growing up learning how to sew, because, right, once things get more whatever, I do plan on having him go into the sewing room, and I've got a lot of leather work stuff there that he can do, and he's going to learn how to do little repairs for Amari's pants, and get him sewing this, sewing that a little bit. If he likes it, great, and then of course we've got Marina downstairs, right? But she sews different kind of things, so some of the stuff that I like, she wouldn't necessarily maybe like. But the point is, I'm not ready just to put it all online and get rid of it, because, like, even this, I want to start sewing now. I do. Even just a little bit. This is beautiful. Like, so beautiful, man. Like, I can barely see it. It's not as vibrant as it used to be for me, right? But you can see. I'd love to make some beautiful outfits with this. You don't even know. I got a lot of this shit. Yeah. In terms of whatever this is, there's a whole whack of it. Because I used to sew 5 meters at a time. Right? I'd have like my main 5 meters of one main color, like this. There's 2 separate pieces. Right? I'd start with that, and then I would build in other fabrics depending on what I was making. And end up with 3 to 4 different outfits. I mean, I'll never sew like that again, but there are a few things I'd like to sew. So, you know, I'm just hardwired that way, because that used to be my life. Alright. And sewing is a good skill to have, and I have everything. So if Andre can learn how to sew, even in a rudimentary sense, well, he's laughing. Because I got zippers, threads, elastics, notions, clips, freaking rings, sewing needles, scissors, fabric, measuring tapes, everything and any Velcro, anything and everything, buttons, sequins trims, appliques. I have everything you would possibly want, beads, freaking rhinestones, all of it. Studs. He wouldn't have to worry about it for a very, 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 very long time. So, I just wanted to mention that. Alright, so anyway. So yeah, don't be surprised if I don't put on that little dress and do a little ooh la la as a kickoff for getting into these outfits. But I'm so busy, I don't got time for that right now. That's not happening anytime soon. I'm still pulling out fabric from my room and putting miscellaneous food in my room. You know, that kind of stuff, right? And then I have to get downstairs and do what needs to be done down there. And then the fabric needs to be sorted out into categories because a lot of it's gotten mixed up because I've been moving it around. And then, I don't know. Well, at least I'm doing something though, right? And thinking about having some fun. So that's got to say, that's, you know, despite everything, I think that's a good sign.